Welcome back to the Yo Hear Me Out podcast, and we are your hosts. I'm Avery here with my co-host Leland, and this is
Yo,
episode number 33 of the podcast, man.
yeah, man.
Yes, sir. What's it looking like today, man?
What up, cuz, man? It's fall season.
It is fall. I got the jacket
Last
on.
episode we talked about, what I'm saying? So it's been a beautiful week, man.
Mhm.
Weather-wise, like
For sure.
I don't know what it's like up there in Tennessee, but here it's
It's
been
nice, sunny. It's
really
been
nice.
sunny, nice.
Yeah, man. So that's it, man. Just
Okay.
grinding, you know,
Yeah.
trying to survive.
Yeah. I know
Market
we
looking crazy.
the what's looking crazy.
The markets,
Oh, the market.
the economy, I guess you should say.
I got you.
It's looking crazy.
No, I know we got a good episode. We was off last week, so we got like 2 weeks worth of content to fill in today's episode.
Yeah,
So we
man.
got some good stuff for you guys, man. We're gonna get into some basketball. We're gonna get into some relationship stuff, a couple of relationship conversations as well. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna jump right into it because we got
Mhm.
a action pack.
For sure.
So you guys know, as we typically always do,
Mhm.
we started off with a would you rather. We got a really good one for y'all this week. Let's see what we got. All
Hmm.
right. This week's would you rather is: would you rather have the power to heal any physical ailment or emotional or psychological wounds?
Interesting. So basically, the power to heal physical pain or like a mental pain. This is a good one, man. What
Nah,
you
it's a
think,
real
man?
good one. It's a real good
What you
one, man.
think, man? I think I know which way I'm leaning, though. Honestly.
I really don't. Like I thought
Okay.
about it since you told me. I'm like, I can make an argument for either. So tell
Okay.
me where you at, and I'll see how I stand.
I think I'm just leaning towards the physical. For me, um, it just I don't know, man. I think for most people, people be going through it for sure. No lie, they be going through it. But I don't know, man. Just keep. I'm thinking I'm leaning towards the physical, man. I'm just leaning towards the physical because I'm just basically this. Maybe the amount of people that's going through a physical pain versus the amount of people going through an emotional pain,
Nope,
and also to what level. You see what I'm saying? Like
nope.
people got pains and stuff for
You
sure,
know
but I
what's
feel
so
like
crazy?
what's
I
that?
was just on the fence until you said it, and I'm like, I'm not on the fence. It's definitely emotional. I'm with
What's
Carlotta
with
on this.
emotional? Okay.
Yeah. But continue
Well,
your
I'm
thought.
just thinking, okay, how much are people in physical pains impacting their day-to-day life versus the emotional pain? So people have traumas, past stuff for sure, but for what percentage of people is it impacting their day-to-day life versus a physical element, whether it be a disability or a chronic pain or a sickness or disease? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how much people you think going through something that's like, okay, I can't, like my life is actually negative as a result of it for the emotional side versus the physical side. I don't know the stats. I mean, you should look it
Yeah,
up.
bro. Listen, I
Mhm.
your point is actually making my
Okay, talk to me.
because I think like physical pain, like people can get over physical pain. First of all, modern medicine, like you can, hey, surgery, blah blah blah, whatever you need to do. But your mental health is like
Mhm.
is literally your well being. Like everything that you do is about your perspective and how you perceive it. And like
Okay,
so, like Carlotta put in here, like depression is like you talking
it's
about
up there for sure.
up there. It's got to be the most. Like it's got to probably be the most
All right,
common. If you're
let
talking
me look
about
it up. Hold on.
any type of pain or like
Uh-huh.
anxiety, depression, all stems from some type of emotional, psychological trauma. Uh,
Mhm.
nah, bro, that's too strong, bro. Honestly, I think what I'm saying is like, I feel like even if people are in physical pain, if you healed them psychologically, I feel like
Uh-huh.
I think their outlook would be better. You see what I'm saying? Like because think about
Okay.
I guess what I'm saying is like the phrase that comes to mind is mind over matter,
Okay.
right? Like like even when you think about like you ever been in high school or been working out for something, you playing
Yeah.
basketball, your
Yeah.
training practice, like your physical limits, like where your body starts to feel pain
Okay.
is really not physical. It's kind of mental, right? Because
Okay.
you're not truly even like at your limits. I know even one person. I think like remember that argument where there's somebody was talking about like the zombies. Like zombies are not really strong. They just have like no sense. Like they
Okay.
don't have
Yeah.
like no limiting beliefs. Like
Yeah.
they're not really thinking. So they just do crazy stuff and like they hurt themselves and that makes them stronger. It's kind of
Mhm.
like the same thing. It's like if you're whole mentally, I feel like physically, like it probably wouldn't matter. It probably matter less. That's just my
I can
thought.
see that. I can see that. I'm just thinking that this man, okay. People are living in this world with both, right? For sure.
Right.
And maybe because I guess I haven't had the mental to that capacity, but I have had some physical pains. I'm just thinking if people that have back pains, stomach pains, diabetes, sickle cell, heart problems, you know what I'm saying? These are things that also is affecting a lot of people too. How could their day-to-day life be changed after? Maybe if diabetes, people could be eating their favorite foods again. Hey, food help with my mood, you know what I mean? So
But listen, this
what's
right
that?
here is the point, bro.
Uh-huh.
Most of people that have physical ailments, especially like diabetes and stuff like that, is
Uh-huh.
because they stress eat. No,
Uh-huh.
but for real. Like
Uh-huh.
most people have unhealthy habits because they're trying to actually decompress or solve something emotionally or
Uh-huh.
psychologically. Yes. Like think about
I
it.
don't know. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, like think about it. Most health concerns because they like not eating that great. Like, but if imagine if you just felt so good, you were just so high on life that you didn't necessarily need to turn to a vice or
No,
food.
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. That's what I'm saying, though. Here's what I'm saying. To me, right? I don't know, and maybe if I sat down with a therapist, I could see some emotional, psychological wounds. I don't think I really have like wounds. A strong word for me personally. You know what I'm saying? So, but could there be physical things that's like limit to me, like my back be hurting sometimes? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like just because you get it, because I'm not able to identify a wound for myself right now, and so if
Right.
that's taken care of, it don't mean like life is just peaches and I'm going through here like, oh man, it just means like if I had a trauma, I no longer have that trauma, but just the nature of life, you still gonna have regular stresses and everything ain't just peaches. Just because I took away this one aspect,
Nah, I
like,
think you will, bro. Bro, I know so crazy. I honestly think
uh-huh,
I just think it will, man. Listen, look,
okay,
bring Carletta in here, man, because I feel like she got something to say on this
okay,
topic. If you
okay,
can, bring Carletta in here. But what I will
okay,
say to you is like, all right,
uh-huh.
there she go, there she go. What you gonna?
Well, at first I couldn't get in, but no, I was saying that the emotional reason is just because most people who have any kind of real success is all like psychological.
Yep.
It's not a physical, and even though everyone thinks that they don't have a emotional wound, we all do.
Yeah.
Every
Okay,
single person has one. You just
okay.
might haven't identified it, and to work with a professional would help you identify it.
Yeah, I
But that
think
don't mean I'm necessarily gonna be successful in life now. I'm about to turn into a CEO just
I
because I
think
don't have.
so. I actually think so, bro. I don't necessarily know you'll be a CEO,
That's
but
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
but I think you will be operating at a higher
You
like
would accomplish more of your goals,
yeah. Because I mean think about it, most of the
or
stuff
even have more goals.
like if you think about the stuff like, oh, I'm lazy, I'm tired, I'm blah blah, that's all mental. Everything is mental. Like I said, like even stress eating, like what
Mhm,
like going to food, like I done had a rough day. I've had
mhm,
a rough day, right?
for
It's
sure.
about how you're processing it mentally is how you actually express it. And so I feel like it's a little bit stronger or a little bit more powerful to be able to heal somebody's mind and like the emotions opposed to like because really what I'm saying is all right, like everything that you named,
Mhm,
most things, right? Unless somebody got in a car wreck or like something actually happened to them,
yeah,
most of the things that you stated, like illnesses, are preventable. They're
sure.
actually caused by the individual. And the real question would be like, why? If you knew it wasn't good for you, why are you eating that food if you know it's not good for you? Why are you
Yeah, but
doing
if
this?
I'm be able to heal it, it's healed now, so it don't matter. You see what I'm saying?
It does matter because you're like, bro, you're not
But
finding
you
the
can
root
get a
of
new
this.
wound though. Just because you get a new wound now, you think about it live the rest of your life now with no more emotional. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's preventing you from everything. You
I
just
think
starting flank.
I think if it came down to just like people, because again, you
Mhm.
healing it, you probably gonna have to heal other people. You ain't gonna just heal yourself. And
Yeah.
once you heal yourself, you're done. But if it came to other people, I think it would be 50-50 in this sense. Like who wouldn't want to come for someone to physically, they just had a something happen to their back or something happened
Yeah, yeah,
on the job. They'd be quick to
Yeah.
be like, hey Avery, come heal me. compared to someone who exactly is like, oh my gosh, my mom didn't care about me and didn't love me. Can you just take that away? I want to not think about it ever again. Like, I definitely think it's 50-50, but
nah, that's, I mean, it's really tough. It's really tough. This is why this might be, when you talk about good would you rathers, this is what you're talking about. Like something that you can make the absolute argument for both. This might be the closest one, but dang,
but like I just don't think he's gonna come out here and now like everything gravy just because I'm saying, for me, I can't think of a wound per se that like impacts my day to day. Maybe deep in the subconscious, but some people do.
It's deep in the subconscious, bro.
But here's the thing: if I don't even know,
most wounds are deep in the subconscious, bro. You don't know. Really,
but there's also people who can prominently point to certain things. Like I said, people dealing with depression, it ain't no deep in. It's like, bro, I'm depressed. Help. You know,
but why though? You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know.
Sure,
like,
but I'm not. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not thinking of something that's like really big for me like that. That's what Leland. If you want to speak up, open for yourself. If we go 0 for 3 out here, and then I got a physical ailment, for instance, I know my back. You know what I'm saying? I know that he had the Achilles surgery some years back. Right. What if it's back to never snap? So if you wanna, you got something mental that you think that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, all right. Even when you're talking about these injuries, right? Most people. Matter of fact, I just was talking actually about Derrick Rose was talking about like he just had an interview. I wish I could pull it up, bro, because this would be perfect for this. Derrick Rose was talking about when he kept on, getting injured and how hard that was for him mentally.
Sure.
It wasn't physical. Like, bro, your pain that you have physically is like how you process and deal with things emotionally and mentally are more important than that. And he was talking about like his point was is that he is in a better state of being simply because he had found value in himself outside of his physical abilities. So if he cannot play basketball again, he still knows he has value, meaning that he just feels like a better version of himself, a better person. Now that's what I'm trying to tell you is like people, but he didn't know that when he came into the league. And there's probably so many different things that you do that you don't know are actually affecting you. You know what I'm saying? Remember way back, we had a couple episodes you talking about like your mom, like that moments that like they still stay with you. Like those are wounds, but they speak and they show up in your life in different ways, bro. Like there's just,
I don't think it's speaking. That's what I'm saying. For me,
I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. I know for a fact that they do, and you probably don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know what your wound is, and what's funny is I bet you outside person can tell you your wound. Like I said, we're your family. We probably can see it.
I'm opening up at my physical. If y'all have something you feel comfortable sharing, emotional that you think would impact your life, I'm saying I can't think of mine. Don't think of mine. Think of your own and share it. Because I'm saying we got in the chat L. Greaves, somebody in social work. Mental health saying physical. So I'm saying if y'all got something to make this plain, because I'm just thinking, even with the injury thing, one last thing. People talk about the mental aspect of also how much rehab sucks. Klay Thompson mentioned when he got hurt, then he got hurt again the next year. You're talking about a 10-month working out, it's hard and it sucks. Now that rehab is no, it's not just that, it's also a physical thing. It's actually physically painful. You know what I'm saying? Like literally physically painful.
But when their recovery is all mental.
But it's also physical. They also just talk about the physical part of going through something for 10 months, not being able to play. Imagine now his rehab is instant. Derrick Rose gets hurt, he come in the back, he right back out there.
Right, but he's gonna be too scared to go play good because his mental status, he's gonna get hurt again.
It's not gonna be like this because you, first of all, you the person that healed him, so you're not
right. He didn't heal himself.
You're not gonna immediately feel like, oh well, since one person healed me one time, that I can live my life like I'm invincible.
Right.
But my thing is, if I'm around someone and I can heal them, you won't have that mental aspect of going through the struggle. That's what I'm saying. It's also a rehab process, bro. Literally, like if you get a surgery or something done, it can be literally painful to walk. It ain't just the mental. It's like, oh, this hurts. And the PT is telling you, push through it, push through it, push through it.
I get it. I know, but just thinking about what you're saying, the PT is telling you that everything that they're doing to you it's a mental thing. It's like, hey, look, this is good for you. You got to process it mentally. And it depends on how strong you are mentally. Is usually how people result in their
how fast they recover.
It's your mental fortitude, like how tough you are mentally, absolutely matters when it comes to your physical body. Like, bro, like I said, as your mind controls more than your actual physical being. Like, bro, people lose limbs, people suffer crazy stuff, but like you've seen that they have a tougher mind. Like they're okay. Like their life is not over. Like there's a lot of different things that they had to like, and they'll tell you like, I struggled through this for so long, but now that I overcome that, it doesn't even really matter about the physical things that I've lost or that the physical pain that I felt. Bro, most of the time in physical pain, it's temporary, it's fleeting. Like if you hurt your back, like you said, my Achilles, that was 3 years ago. Like I don't live my life.
But you're also not living, you know what I'm saying? We're not working out like that, using it that much. You see what I'm saying? But for me, for instance, with my back, after going for about 30 minutes, my back hurts. That limits the amount of time I can work out for me personally. You see what I'm saying? Because it's going to start hurting like a lot. So if I had that, not that, now I wouldn't have that excuse to work out or do something more active.
I see. This is it. This
right, but working out is a mental thing. It's nothing to do with physical.
I'm literally telling you guys after. No, it's not. I just pushed through in your mind, guys. Listen, it's literally not that.
This is the crazier part about it, bro. This is the crazier part about this. I can almost guarantee you why your back hurts.
Oh, you know why? Overweight.
Exactly. Now, why are you overweight? Like, think about it. If
you're not a physical ailment,
if your mindset and your reasoning why you were doing things was healed, you probably would not even have the back pain, or the process to alleviate the back pain would not even be a problem to you. You would not look at it like it's a problem because you'd be like, oh, okay, I can heal myself. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it's got to be mental. It's got to be mental. Your mental drives everything, bro. Like, if you
would agree, bro. Listen, this is why I always say it's like with sports, right? Rudy, that movie, you watch that football movie, Rudy, the guy with the mental edge, he did not make it to the NFL. There is actually literally physical things that people have stopping them. A lot of people.
Inky Johnson, right?
Yes, he did not make it to the NFL.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter that he didn't make it to the NFL, and he will tell you it didn't matter to the NFL. Sure. He operating his purpose now because he didn't.
But here's the thing: the same way you talk about people that have a physical ailment, like an Inky Johnson. I think he went to UT too. He might have went to UT alum. I think so. I feel like I'm seeing an orange, or maybe he just spoke here. But in the same way, there are people with mental hurdles who now say, "I'm stronger than ever dealing with depression, and now I know how to deal with this joint, and now I can cope and do this." So that's that same thing.
No, I don't think anybody gets less success. I think my perfect example would be Kirk right now, like Kirk Franklin. So his documentary about his father had came out, and he said that his therapist said that he is the longest patient he's ever had because he cannot heal from the emotional trauma that he has gone through. And he is wildly successful. I mean, everybody knows his name. But none of that even still matters in the sense of the fact that he wants his mom to literally do what she needs to do for him so that his inner child can heal. He will love.
Once again, that makes sense. Kirk Frank, that's what I'm saying for people with those big things. Kirk find out his whole life has been a lie. And that's why I said, if you guys want to share your things,
it's not big things, bro. It's little things, man. Everybody, like we would be here all dang day if I broke down the little things in your life,
all the little things
that are affecting you that you have no idea. Like you have no idea.
To what degree is it affecting me versus for me the physical things?
Like you don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you.
But your physical thing is one thing. Your mental thing could be all kinds of different things. All kinds of different things you could have been exploring.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's more limiting. Your mind, if it's affected, is more limiting than your physical body.
But this is what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I just believe that. Like I'm not saying that your physical body is not important, and I'm not saying that people don't have legitimate pains and concerns. I'm just saying that I feel that the mind is better because even think about this, right? People who do, like, let's say they have like a tragic accident or something like that.
Yeah.
More times than not, their life is miserable because how they're processing that. They have now related a mental trauma to their actual physical accident. That's what makes their life.
If you ask them, do you want to change your mindset about the situation, which could be helpful, or do you want me to get you out this wheelchair?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You're asking them, but I don't think that. But if you ask a therapist, If you ask people who know the mind, I guarantee you that it's more important for them that you are not associating these things that are happening to you in such an unhealthy way. You see what I'm saying? I think that's more valuable because the reality of it is you can't control things, bro. Like you can't really control.
That's true. And but my thing is, that's what I'm saying. If I heal you once emotionally, that don't mean you can't come out here next week and get another trauma that happens to you. See what I'm saying? Same thing with a physical injury. You can't have that as well.
I feel like it depends on what you're saying. Like if it depends on how. I really in this place, I think for like how are you healing these people emotionally? Are you removing the actual memory? You see what I'm saying?
I don't know exactly.
Or are they like now able to process that memory more healthily? Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you're just like, oh, it just never happened in your mind, but yeah, next time it happens, it's just gonna create that same trauma, then that's not necessarily good. Okay. But if you're saying like, hey, like no, we are actually healing it, like your mind's actually aware, you're cognizant of what happened and how the process go through it again, and that's something completely different than just like, oh, I'll just take that thought out your mind. Like that's not the same to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you talked about talking to like somebody working with the mind. There's also a physical element. I know you're not really a baseball fan, Leland, but have you heard of Tommy John surgery that pitchers get? They go in there, they clean up the elbow and stuff, and they always say, yo, you're actually, what they did is actually better than ever before. And it's not nothing mental, it's a literal physical. When we come in there, you get the Tommy John. Sometimes pitchers don't even have nothing wrong with them, but they say, you know what, let's go to get the Tommy John surgery because you'll be able to pitch better afterwards. So to me, there is a point where certain physical limitations, like we knew a brother with sickle cell, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a tough life, my boy. And you can say just process it differently, but it's like, dude, I'm in pain. And yes, you can be a content, and that's also dope to have, but in certain situations, it's like, bro, just let me not deal with this joint saying.
Listen, bro. Listen. I feel you. I feel you on this. And I'm not, I promise I'm not trying to like diminish the actual physical pain that people are in, bro. But we've just seen it too many times before. Like you said, like even if we talk about like, even if we get spiritual, like we talk about the Bible, like bro, like Paul in the like people have been in spots where it is not good, but they good.
Sure.
Who wouldn't want that over? Like I would prioritize being okay with whatever happens to me.
That's to me deeper though. No. I don't think you get that from healing an emotional wound. That don't mean you, no matter what comes to your life, you good. No, you talking about that's past tense. You don't get what you're saying. You don't get that from this.
I think
if so, I can take that.
I think you do.
No matter what comes mentally,
I think you do. Because what I'm saying is like, imagine like this, right? If you say, hey, look, I'm going to heal your body to, you know, basically where you're brand new, right? If I can take away all your
hurt again, though, you can tear that Achilles again. You can get hurt again.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what I'm saying is like, I can do the same thing to your body. I'm going to take away every limiting belief, every wound that you have, everything that you make you feel like you're less than. I'm gonna take all of that away. Like that's to me is more valuable than saying like, okay, like my body is good and like I'm 18 years old. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just more valuable to me because you're taking every limiting belief away, everything that told you, oh, I was a kid and they told me I was ugly, and so now every time I do this, it's with that in mind. Even subconsciously, you just operate off that. Everybody has stuff like that where you just feel less than because of something that somebody said that you agreed with when you was a kid. And so I feel like those types
to drive them to excellence. Like Michael Jordan, he always cite like, bro, you saw his Hall of Fame speech. He used that to propel him.
Bro, you think Michael Jordan is happy? Like what I'm saying is now you're talking about
being content. No, that's different from being content. You know what I'm saying? But if you take away him not getting cut from his basketball team in high school, he maybe doesn't become Michael Jordan.
Okay, which what I'm telling you is that if you look at Michael Jordan's life, if he really looked at it holistically, he might not even choose that. Like people, just because people accomplish great things, like Carlotta was saying about Kirk Franklin, does not mean that they're happy and they're whole. And
but here's the thing, though,
what I'm saying is life is better to be happy and whole than to just accomplish things. Like
I agree 100%. But here's what I'm saying: just because I take away an emotional wound in the past, it doesn't mean now I'm happy and whole right now in 2023. It doesn't mean that's what I'm saying. It don't mean
I think it does. I think it does. I really think it does because what I'm saying is like your mind, like if you if you are able to heal from everything that you're not holding on to any trauma, you're not holding on to any hate, you're not holding on to any regrets, anything like that. If you're not holding on to any like that, you're gonna wake up tomorrow like, yo, opportunities here, everything's good. Even if I got a physical ailment, I'm gonna attack that joint. We can do everything I need to. Like you're just gonna be clearer, more focused. Everything we do operates out of our mind, bro.
Now I'm giving you a perfect bill of health. Then I'm giving you like so I was talking about health and need. Now I'm giving you the same way you said everything.
Clean bill of health, yeah.
No, perfect, not clean. It means I'm coming back here and I'm 190 tomorrow. I'm abbed up. I'm this. I don't feel a single pain. I can run and jump. I can play a 24-hour fitness for 5 hours straight.
Those people still won't be. At the level that they can be mentally and emotionally.
Someone's past and every single thing that ever happened to him, you good now. Like I'm like, hold on. I was talking about a singular incident. Like, yo, Achilles hurt, Leland. I healed that joint.
It says plural, right? So you have to imagine if somebody has something that hurt. Hey, my back hurts. They're not going to be like, oh, now I'm going to. You being overweight is not in.
It is an ailment too. No, it is.
It's not no ailment. It's not no ailment. Your body's functioning properly.
Certain
you consume more. No. You consume more than your body need, and it did what it's supposed to do. Impacted all.
But look at what you did. You went for the physical boom. You said I went back through every single thing in this person's life, and it's all taken care of. If I could do that now physically, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't thinking that physically, but if I can go through and give someone a perfect, like, yo, you now have the physique. Your resting heart rate is mad low. No more sleep apnea. No, you know what I'm saying? Everything is lit now. Oh, now I'm really taking that. If you because
even if you were doing that, like I said, if you're not, I'm not saying changing their actual body's composition. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'll rock with you if you say
one's mental. So mine includes like if your Achilles is ruptured and I healed it, I actually did change your body composition. See what I'm saying? I literally just changed it. That thing is now back together. It's not ruptured. So I'm talking about you have to actually change for physical ailments. Someone who has sickle cell, if I was to heal them, their blood were shaped like crescents and getting stuck and getting blood clots. Now they're around. I've actually changed that thing. But I wasn't thinking
it says ailment though.
Okay, what? That's an ailment. That's an ailment. Sickle cell is an ailment, but I'm still telling you.
Sickle cell is not an ailment.
What's the ailment? Y'all, if y'all want to switch it now, I can't heal sickle cell. I can't heal cancer. If you're talking about I can only heal bones, then no, get that junk out of here, son. You know what I mean? No, I can only heal a bone that snapped. No, I'm not taking that. But I'm talking about cancers, all kinds of tumors.
What I'm saying is I rock with all that. I can rock with all that. All I'm saying is that you're not gonna be 6'5".
No, I'm not
like that's what I'm saying.
I'm not getting 6'5". I'm not being able to go to the league now. I'm just saying I'm in perfect shape. Everything is good. I'm not saying I didn't say listen to what I said. I said I can go to 24-hour fitness and play for 5 hours. I didn't say I'm going to the league now. No, I'm still just me. My skills didn't get better. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm okay with that. Like I said, if you're just at your peak, your physical DNA's at its best.
Yes,
I will give you that. And I'm telling you, if you give somebody their mental ability at its peak without any limiting beliefs, that is better. Because
we gotta post it, man. We gotta post this in here and see.
You will become better, right? Like you will be in a state to where, because what I'm saying is, okay, your body's now healed, right? But like you said, now you got to maintain that. Now you got to eat right. Now you got to work out. But everything in your mind that caused you to come back to those same spots is still there. What good is it?
It could be good, man. It'd be good, bro.
It could be good.
It'd be really good, bro. I've never been like the perfect bill of health, unless I was 2. When was I the perfect bill of health? Literally,
you probably 18. You probably was solid.
Solid, not perfect. Exactly. I was never perfect bill of health. Like bro, everything looking crisp, man. Your heart doesn't even down to your resting heart rate.
I still can say I still have to. And again, I'm a nutrition coach. Like this is what I do. I help people get to the point. I promise you, the emotional is what stops me from getting the success that I need compared to their
bro. This is it, bro. It don't matter, because that's what I'm saying. That's business, relationships, finance, spiritual. Anything is like, bro. Like everything is your limiting beliefs, bro. Like and those limiting beliefs come from your wounds in the past, where you like, oh, I'm not good enough, like stuff like that. It'd be little stuff that people don't even know is happening, but that's really what shapes you. So I just feel like. Feel like it's just gonna be.
I just want to speak to the comments. I still
read the comment. I was about to read the comment.
Well, the weight thing is that weight can be an ailment, but weight is not an actual ailment. An ailment would be something that is like
being obese is a thing, though, for sure.
No. Being obese is a disease in
Hello,
the sense of a
on
mental.
this podcast. That's me. Let's be honest. That's me.
Right, but I'm saying, but when people diagnose it, they don't diagnose it as a physical ailment. It's a mental ailment more than is it considered a physical ailment.
Bro, listen.
There's physical side effects, but that is the actual obesity.
Exactly, bro. It's a side effect.
Physical ailment.
It's a side effect. Like literally, it's not like your body is not processing food correctly. It is. Right. Your body is used. It's supposed to create fat. It's supposed to. That's as it's intended. If you ate too much, here's what I'm saying.
It deals with it.
That's something totally different.
It's not just a mental state. It also deals with, because if I were to even have bad eating habits and I'm not obese, then I'm not obese. You see what I'm saying? People can be
right. That's a mental.
But here's what I'm saying. Obesity is a specific thing, waiting to the amount of fat you have. It's not just, your mindset. How much food, how do you look at food? Not exclusively that. Because you can look at food in a poor way and not be obese. Do y'all not see that?
Yes. But that's the reason why I'm saying the same way with bulimia and anorexia is a disease is the exact same way.
But here's what I'm saying. It's literally about the amount of fat you have. If I didn't have as much fat, I wouldn't be obese. It's just period.
Right. But that's still a mental. That's still a mental thing. It's not a physical.
From it, my fat goes away. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, even if your fat went away, bro, you got to realize that your fat can come back because your body is not processing fat improperly. You're not obese.
Your body's processing it normally.
Yeah, you're not obese because your body just wants to hold on to fat for no reason. You're obese because the actual steps that you took. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So even if they did heal your obesity and make you not obese, the more likelihood is that you would just be there in a few years anyway.
It can come back, and that's been my main point here. That is that the emotional wounds, when something else happens to you, and it's gonna be just like, oh, I'm great. That's my same thing. Yes, it can come back. Absolutely, it can come back. But once again, I'm starting from a place I've never been. Like I said, even at 18-year-old, I wasn't like, oh man, the doctor.
Yes, you was, bro.
I think you
Aaron
forgot.
Maybe you see.
No, bro.
No, you forget.
You was fine, bro. Like 16, 17.
I was fine. I said perfect bill. We talked about. I was
perfect bill of health, Avery. You were not obese. You were not overweight.
Doctor would be like, hey, you're excellent. Nothing was wrong with your vitals.
Listen, let me read these two comments. We leave it here. So y'all spoke to the mental. Latanya said here, I can think of at least 5 clients who experience chronic pain, and I wholeheartedly believe they choose to remove their pain over their mental wounds. Mental and physical health both impact each other. As you guys said, it's a difficult choice, but it's one of those, what came first, chicken or the egg? Depends on the situation, this person. I would agree with that, man. This is the key problem. This is my key point. Is y'all keep on saying what people would choose, but people are ignorant. Like people would choose to win the lottery if they could, but we also talked about they don't know what to do with that money. So just because someone would choose it does not mean it's correct. They don't know. Most people have not even went to therapy to understand it, so they would not choose it correctly. And that's our point. Like just because people would choose that doesn't necessarily mean.
Yeah. Even we can relate it to, just compared to all the movies that people had 3 wishes, right? Like, grant me my wishes. Most things were like materialistic or some type of instant gratification. That's what the clients would want. They want that instant relief. But at the end of it, in most of those situations, they still weren't happy. They still weren't able to progress and do anything because mentally they were still stuck.
Right. And so I would rather, this is what I'm saying. If the question is, would you rather, I would rather have the power to say, hey, listen, the reason why you're doing this the reason why you got here in the first place, let's heal that, than me just heal the symptom of whatever they got. Like, this is, like, if I heal them physically, it's usually just a symptom. Now,
and also dealing with reality, like most of your clients, like, they have chronic pain. In reality, that's not really going to change. It would if you can heal the physical.
Absolutely. The chronic pain is out of here, Ashley. It's gone.
But why? The question is why they have chronic pain. That's the real question.
What reason they have it? But I'm saying people deal with that, man. You know what I mean? Like, people get cancer all the time. Even the people that didn't smoke, people healthy can get cancer. You see what I'm saying?
But why not deal with the reality? What if chronic pain comes back? You heal that chronic pain, then something else happens.
You come again.
Like,
my thing is
deal with the reality that it can happen, and you have to deal with what happens after.
Check this out, though. Here's what I'm saying. Are you guys going to therapy? Have y'all went to therapy before?
Yes.
So do you go for a certain time and you're good for the rest of your life? You have all the tools, or do you go back? So you're making it seem like if you once you do this, the rest of your life is golden. It's not that way. You don't go to therapy once for a year and 20 years. You ain't been in 50 years and you've been good the whole time.
People do that for sure. People get healed.
Sure,
bro.
but that's not even what the therapist would recommend though either. You see what I'm saying? Things happen. You got to come back to it. It ain't just like, oh, everything gravy for the rest of my life now.
I just feel like
gain the weight back. You can gain the weight back. You see what I'm saying?
Feel like you just have a better you just have a better state to operate from. True. I just feel like mentally, if you're mentally healed, everything else will follow. You see what I'm saying? Like even what I'm saying, people in therapy, they're in therapy because they're still trying to get healed from those things. If you're able to stop to take that from them immediately, that's a completely different process than it is.
But even here's the thing: if you dealt with your mom leaving now and you become a father now, that's also a different thing that you're coping with. So it ain't like I just know how to do every single thing, every area of my life I go to. I'm good now because I learned this one specific aspect. Life is nuanced. It ain't just like I knew how to deal with my spouse cheating on me. Now I can deal with everything. I can deal with the pressures of a new job. Not necessarily. There's not that much. There's not going to be overlap like that. You think just every situation.
Not overlap like that. But let me tell you something. If you can overcome one thing, you can overcome a whole bunch of things.
But it depends on. Does it now mean I can overcome the loss of my newborn child, my 3-year-old child? That's also
you might not. You might have the resurces to know how to do that.
Yeah,
compared to before, you wouldn't.
What it is,
and this is the thing that you fail to realize is, bro. Most people's psychological emotional wounds come from when they're a kid. Is when you're not developed.
Sure.
You don't have as many emotional wounds older in life when you're more equipped and deal with it. That's why people like little kids picking on you at 5 stay with you now, opposed to if somebody was picking on you when you're 32. That's not going to do the same thing. But those same wounds when you were younger they're more ingrained in you because they were in your development stages. If you heal those, they have way more impact.
It depends
than what you would have to right now.
Divorced. A lot of impact. This is a grown person divorce. It just depends. I can't say only exclusively.
But that's what I'm saying. Grown people divorce, but chances are the way they're processing is something in their past. That's the crazy part about it.
That's what's crazy about it. It's something in their past that came up and then surprised, and then
this only triggers it. Right. That's what's so crazy about it. It only triggers the same thing, bro. I promise you. Like, it's crazy.
Well, listen, man. Y'all let us know, man. Y'all let us know. Would you rather have the power to heal the physical or emotional? And which one do you think would be more important? Maybe that's the same answer for people. Maybe that's the same.
Yeah. Answer. Which one you feel like is more impactful?
Yeah, I almost want to move to one subject, but we'll keep it in order. About to say talk about emotional.
Hey, we can hop over it, bro. I mean, we didn't win. We didn't win off the cuff.
All right. Well, listen. Some have said this famous brother is enduring emotional abuse. I am one of those people too. So listen, they're in the news today. That's coming out. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett revealed on a book tour. She's on a press tour. She has a book coming out next week. Actually, is coming out, and so she's doing a lot of interviews and things like that. But she pretty much revealed that Jada and Will kind of that's funny. She revealed that her and Will have actually been divorced or separate. Let me see the exact quote here. They haven't been together since 2016. She pretty much said here. Let me see this quote. Jada and Will Smith. Yeah, they have been living completely separate lives since 2016, man. So, listen, I got some thoughts, man. You want me to just go, Leland? You want me to just go? Listen,
you know me, bro. I'm not really up to par on what's going on. I know you got some stuff you trying to.
I got some stuff, man. So here's what happened, man. A couple of weeks ago, also, she was in the news because she had made a few different posts to the late great Tupac Shakur, man. She made a couple posts to him, and people was like, "Yo, man, why is she still on this man?" Because I remind you, I mean, she does talk about the brother a lot. You know what I'm saying? She talks about their friendship and things like that. There was even Willow Smith had wrote a letter to Tupac like, "Yo, come back. My mom missed you so much." And all this. Leland, it's true stuff, bro. Listen, yo.
I'm looking at the way you smile and why you say this.
Hey, okay. Let's start with 2 weeks ago. Let's start with 2 weeks ago. So she posts on her Instagram 2 video posts about Tupac here. So here's the first one. She says here, chapter advanced degree. This could be a chapter in a book too. Not in a million years would I have dreamed that the Fresh Prince and I would become very acquainted. Not in a million years that I imagined 3 lives, their fates would be so intertwined. Never would have imagined that this video would become a tangible memory of the last time Pac and I were simply kids. Pac and I lip singing Parents Just Don't Understand by Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince during our junior year in high school. Who would have thought? All right, so okay, she has it there. Here's one thing, saying.
Wait, I'm trying to get it. Like, I'm. Can you paraphrase that? Like, what was she?
Oh, she was like, yo, our lives have been intertwined. Us three lives. First of all, Will Smith and Tupac did not have a relationship, son. Matter of fact, because I looked this up recently because I was talking to Latanya about it. Will Smith had talked about he was extremely jealous of Jada and Will's relationship and how close they were and things like that. So now don't come on here posting talking about our three lives are intertwined. That's like you said me, you know what I'm saying, Leland? That's like me, you, and my man. It's like, yo, our three lives are. I don't know this dude. What you talking about, Avery? Me, you, and my man say, yo, our lives are intertwined together. Son, who would have thought? Like, hold on, what are we talking about, man? So she posted 2 posts for Tupac. Shortly after, here come Will Smith's birthday, and you see the quote here from Will Smith. She said, "I'm so glad you were born this day, Willard. Without you, I would have not experienced the greatest joy of my life, to love our family. On this divine assignment you chose to walk together, I'm grateful for the wells of laughs along the trail of tears we shared." Listen, let me stop here, saying, don't be talking about our trail of tears. You know what I'm saying? Don't.
All right, bro. Now you're being ridiculous, bro. This is real life,
listen,
man.
I don't see no trail of tears with Pac. It's just good times rolling in memories with Will Smith. Listen, we had our ups and really good moments, and man, a trail of tears. I tell you, man. Listen, shout out to you though. It's one picture for this man's birthday, and Pac got this on a just because. There was no anniversary, nothing special. 2 posts that are videos. You know, I heard somebody say she had to go and take that from VHS and switch it to her phone and upload to Instagram. You know what I'm saying? That was originally a VHS she had that joint. So to me, bro, if you combine that with the fact that Will Smith had a problem with this brother, and then when you look at the comments every time she posts something about Pac, it's getting dragged. Like, why are you doing this to Will? Let that man live, you know, let Pac rest in peace, all this stuff. I just think it's wild, man. And like I said, Will Smith had an issue with Pac too. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't really get over the relationship. So to me, if I felt so strongly about it, even I should have put the little Breakfast Club interview. There was one where Charlamagne asked Will, he was like, "Oh, did you have a problem with Jada and Will?" He was like, problem? Did I have a problem? Like he literally went like, bro, listen, this junk was tearing me to pieces. He said the way she held Pac in his high esteem. And to me, we could talk about, maybe you could talk about, hey, he done worked through it and got over it and now it don't phase him. I can't see it, my boy. I can't see it, Leland. So that's
what I'm saying is what I'm
all
right. All right. So what are you trying to say exactly?
What I'm trying to say is, okay, it's a few things. Okay. First of all, I think I said this before in the podcast. Before about 4 or 5 years ago, Will Smith was like untouchable, son. You know what I'm saying? I think I did say this. And I said, now he one of us. You know what I'm saying? He just one of the guys now, you know? So, yo, he went from like, oh, man, you the man to like, bro, Will might be going through it in his own house, son. It's kind of crazy. And so there's been other stuff that happened. So just the fact that she posted those 2 posts to Pac, 2 video posts talking about our lives intertwined. First, they're not. I didn't know Pac like that. You know, Will has came out. I didn't have no relationship with him. We really didn't talk. You know, so it's not like our lives are intertwined like that. That's you, me, you, Leland, and my man from, you know, Oakwood. It's like, bro, our lives are intertwined, bro. Who would have thought, son? Who would have thought, bro? We not intertwined. Go ahead.
All right. So what I'm saying is, are you saying, all right. Cause I said they can't live.
I mean, listen.
Go ahead, bring her in. Because like I said, I'm just not as up on the information, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, like tell me. So what is your problem? The fact that she made the post about Pac at all, or that she included Will Smith in the post of that?
Why can't she say something about her friend that she was very, very close to and died? Like
since high school,
like childhood. Like why can't she have this?
At a certain point, I think we almost talked about this one podcast.
We did talk about it.
At a certain point, at what point can you keep on like, yo, man, that was my dog, though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Willow writing letters to him, like, yo, man, my mom miss you so much, dog. Like, yo, Willow wasn't even a thought at that point. You know what I mean? Like, how is it still?
Everybody has a person, Avery, and if everybody has a person,
her person should be Will. Let's stop there.
No,
her person should be Will. That's what I'm saying.
No. This man was before Will. Everybody has a person
or something else.
Someone who understands you as a person. And sometimes for some people, it ain't me, but for some people, that is people outside of the person who like I said, who knew them before. That's all.
How does it make your spouse feel? You talking about, man, listen, you was great, you the love of my life, but you just don't understand me like Tommy did, man. I tell you, Samson, you just didn't. You don't understand me, man. You think Samson's gonna be like, that's true. Maybe everybody got different relationships in their life, and hey, no, man, get it, who is Tommy? So forget that, brother, man. What are we talking about?
So okay. So what I'm saying is like I'm still confused at what is the problem here.
Yeah, what's the hate?
Like, what's the hate for? The hate is that she's supposed to lie about it.
No, the hate is, it seems like instead of being married to this brother who Will Smith, who you talk about, you was crying on a wedding day and you never wanted to marry him. It's a long history, bro. Stuff she done said about this man.
Right.
And you keep on revering Pac. Even when I watched that Breakfast Club clip, she was like, she had Pac to this perfect thing. Like, bruh, like, I don't think none of my friends is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you still in love with somebody that's not here and you married somebody else for mad years. You know what I mean? That person shouldn't still be.
But people who lose people do romanticize that person, not in a romantic way, but when I say romanticize,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like,
they do. They don't see those flaws no more. They see way less when the person's not there compared to the person who's still here and present.
I guess, man, but that's still.
But I think you're upset because it's public.
Feel away too, bro.
I think you're upset because it's public. If she felt like this in secret, you wouldn't. Right, but. Golly, like
they're famous and they've been famous since they were teenagers.
Right.
I think that's what I'm saying. I feel like for me, like, yeah, okay, what I would do, what I wouldn't do, what I would like, that's me, right?
Yeah.
That's between me and my spouse, right? But you are projecting what you feel like should be to them. Like, you don't even live their life. Like, you don't even know nothing about their inner life. So it's like if Will Smith came out and said like, man, like, I didn't really like that post, I wish you take it down, and then she said publicly like, I don't care what you say, I'm still gonna post it, then we could be like, all right, well, based off the information we have, this is not cool. But you don't even know that.
Here's one thing, bro. If you literally just go on Instagram, bro, and look at the comments, bro, it's
but
wild.
That's other people like you that's projecting.
But at a certain point, do you still want that back? Like, you gotta post up. Here's one thing too. This is one thing too. I'm getting on it now. I also feel a way about people that post, like, for instance, I don't be posting my mom for her birthday because she not on Instagram. Like, I think that's a little weird personally when people post something that the person can't see. So to me, it's like, yo, who's getting anything out of this other than hate and backlash? Like, at a certain point, just tuck it in. So you got Will looking crazy. Especially
that's what she's trying to tell y'all. She don't care about what you think. She don't live her life.
Don't care about Will either. That's my point.
No, this is what's so crazy, and what I don't understand about the Will hate is that y'all are assuming that he's going through it. You're assuming that he's
right. Y'all use the word tortured.
We don't know that to be true.
No, you're projecting. You're projecting how you would feel if you were this person in this situation, but you don't even have all the data about these two people in this situation.
It's true, but when I saw him,
this misconception that she's doing all these things to him, as if she hasn't come out about some of the struggles that she endured in the marriage. The things with his ex-wife and them going on vacations and stuff together. Like, those are things that she endured. Even when the entanglement came out and he made that slick comment to her. And she was like,
what comment? What happened?
You've done things as well. But she didn't fully blast him. Like, we don't know the inner workings of their marriage and the things that she's endured as well. But it's like all these things like, she's doing this to him and he's looking like a simp and all these other things. Like, you don't know what's happening and what has transpired between the both of them.
And also, let's just keep it a buck. Will Smith, if he wanted to, could leave. So clearly, clearly.
But he has emotional trauma that he's spoken about that said the reason why he can't leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in his book.
And so here's the thing.
He talked about that in his book.
But here's what I'm saying.
My point.
Oh no, let's stick on this one here. That's a different one, but it's true.
Nah, we talking about book for book, right?
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying though. Here's what I'm saying, man. To me, when I saw him about the crowd on the Red Table Talk, he said, "Oh, I was tired. I was feeling Bad Boys 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired, bro. That's to me the thing. When I see him go up there and slap Chris Rock, you clearly going through it, my boy. You
assume that was because of her,
right? Did you watch?
They were separated since 2016. You're assuming that was because of her,
right? But did you watch King Richard? The thing he got nominated for and got the award for. Did you watch the movie?
Nah,
bro, that movie, him stepping Chris Rock had nothing to do with Richard. I didn't like.
Let me tell you, that movie alone showed him having to suppress so much. And to me, again, this is just me. I've watched the movie, so I felt like that. Like I felt like, man, just buck up, just do something. He in the movie he had to be submissive. He had to be a little bit less bucky. He had to be less less emotional. He had to suppress so much. So I feel like, again, I'm just going off of most actors. When it comes to those kind of things, they take on those kind of roles really internally.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference.
And they also talk about them having to go to therapy because
just to get rid of that character.
But here's what I'm saying though. Once again, he said, "I channel my inner Richard." No, Richard never went up and slapped nobody. You just talking about a poise and control he had. You see what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. I'll just play the character who endured everything, and then I got sick of it, and now I'm telling him, no.
The thing is, you cannot blame another person from somebody else's actions. That's what people are talking about. You cannot blame Jada for Will slapping another person. You just can't.
That's where I'm at, bro. Like, really, truly, it's like everybody's individual, and I'm not saying that Jada is perfect. I'm not saying that Will is perfect. And I'm saying that I don't have enough data to accurately judge who and why and which person should be at fault and who has the blame. And this is the reason why Will is like this. And like, I can't say that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and these posts don't say that to me either. Like, you don't know. Let's say she could have, like, for all intents and purposes, she could have asked him if it's okay to post it. And he could have said, cool.
You think she said, can I post them twice? I'm gonna post 2 posts, or she said 1 probably. Like, you think
well, when you look at it, it's technically the same post. Like, it's the same video. She didn't post 2 fond memories that they had together. It's literally the same video, a screenshot of it.
Yeah, but 1 post didn't suffice. I'm trying to bring the funnies a little bit too, guys. It's halfway tongue in cheek, man. But listen, you know what I'm saying? Yo, 1 post couldn't suffice. Will got a static image for his birthday. Pop on a random day, got 2 videos. You know what I'm saying? 2 videos. So
it's wild. I get the idea of it. Like I said, like if you like, but we just, I don't know. It's just and what I'm saying, like, even we were talking about before, like Jada, like, everybody in the comments saying like, but you got to understand, man, people that live like that, like people that have been in the public eye so long, like they cannot absorb everything that people would say. Like they just can't live for other people.
Often. I feel like if they on, you might I'm not saying she read every single comment, but bro, the comments in here is like, like, bro, this, come on, really, Jada, really, for this, not necessarily every one of her posts, but for the Tupac one, it's like, bro,
why she had to turn her comments off
at this point?
Well, I'm saying, because there are some people you talk about who don't read the comments and don't do it. They also have that feature for you. If you really I'm not here for no negative energy. I'm just gonna turn the comments off, and all people can do is like this joint. See what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know about everybody else on social media, but I go for the comments. That's what I go look for. I don't want to. I hate when people post and then they tear off your comments. I really don't care about them posts.
Yeah, I get you. No, I get you. Yeah, because you can't. Yeah, I get you. So
yeah,
man, hopefully something come out. If something come out soon, man, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if it will, man. I don't know if it will, man.
If something come out,
what's going to come out?
She said, okay, because I was reading the article. She was like, we've been divorced in 2016, and we didn't really know how to or not divorce, but separate. We didn't know how to break it to the public. Okay, now it's broken to the public in this format. Let's see what happened, man.
What's uncommon about that? How many people we know, like families, where it's people that's together, quote unquote, for years, but they're not together like that. They just haven't went down and got a divorce.
Of course, but here's what happens to me: just keep it in the tuck, like with the August joint. We shouldn't know. There's been rumors for a long time.
She didn't reveal that.
Keep your person in check. Keep your Mac steady.
Right. You can't control someone else.
He wasn't currently her Mac at the time.
Sign some NDAs. I don't know. So there's all kind of rumors.
NDAs still don't mean that either.
NDAs, they don't matter.
How come we ain't heard from Will's alleged exes that he been with? How come we ain't heard from LeBron?
Maybe because
they already know that people will come for them.
And maybe they just better people. Like maybe they're just not a bad person, and they care about the thing. Maybe August just didn't care. Like, bro, like you can't control that at the end of the day. That's what I'm saying. Like, you only control what you can. And
I don't know if you remember. It was like he was releasing music at the time.
Yep.
And he really wanted some shine on him because ain't nobody was caring about him.
Right.
And he made sure to blow it up.
He got the publicity, all right.
You saw that picture, man, of him and her on that red carpet when he was gripping her tight, son. Like real, like he was there.
The BT
See, look, Leland, that's what it's certain things that when they come out, it's like, dang, man. Because I say, if you want to
what I'm saying, I'm sure it is a bad look, but what I'm saying is like it's a bad look, but clearly they had a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like how mad can you be at somebody or how
agreement?
Yeah, they had an agreement. Like that's not for us to say. Like, bro, people have agreements in their household all the time. Hey, man, listen, I'm gonna cook this, I'm gonna do that. If everything we all did was on blast, then like, yeah, a lot of people have an opinion on it, but at the end of the day, y'all agreed on it, so I can't really say much. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Well, listen, man, Jada got the new book coming out. October 17th is coming out. If you're a fan of hers or you want to see some of the stuff she's talking about in there, go out and buy it wherever you find your book.
Why are you?
If you're a fan of her,
this is for her potential. Like, yo, this is a little. Hey, go out and watch this joint. You know, buy her book. No, for real. I'm telling people the book's available. The book's available for real. Listen, y'all trying to get literally. The book's available, guys. Go out and buy it.
The book's available, guys.
Go out there and get it, man. Listen. So speaking of one relationship to another, man, let's see what's going to go on with this one. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have been dating, allegedly. I don't know if they've ever confirmed this, sort of, kind of dating. But she's been showing up to the games and stuff. It's been causing a lot of media storm between Travis Kelce, NFL tight end, Taylor Swift. People know Taylor Swift. Go ahead, Leland. What's up?
Listen, I don't know anything about any of this. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea. But I do know one thing, bro. When I seen it about a week or two ago, where she was at the Chiefs game in the press box with her mom, with his mom. It just seems so fake to me, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, does she even care? Like, she had all the gear on. She was clapping and cheering for every touchdown and every play. Like, do you even watch football? Like, that whole thing just seems so fake to me, bro. I don't know about that. That's the only thing I know.
Well, I mean, also, if it's your a person you're rooting for and the jerseys are, even if you don't know, I don't know how much football she knows or not, but I've been to games with people who don't know that much football and they still know when to cheer. They sitting there, everybody standing, you know what I'm saying? You can still cheer at the appropriate time.
Bro, no, she was going crazy though, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Everybody else in the box was just okay. Like, she was jumping around on people. Like, I don't know, man. It just seemed to me for it to be a new relationship, like you just happy like that. I don't know, bro. That's just.
You said she could have just been more. I feel like, I don't know. I can't speak to Taylor Swift's personality, but I feel like I have seen some things where she is like likes to have fun type joint. Yeah, so I'm saying I don't know. Maybe Carletta.
Maybe it is. Like I said, I don't know enough about her or about the situation to say, but I'm just saying when I was seeing it, I was like, okay, like why they keep on going to the press box? The game is on. You know what I'm saying? Like, will we keep on showing up here? Like,
up though, man. Like they said, the views is up. Travis Kelce jersey sales went up 400%. Son, it's a good look, man. For Travis Kelce, yeah. I think it's hard to like elevate higher once you're already up there. It's like saying Beyonce. It's a good look for Beyonce. Like, is it like, bro? It's Beyonce already. You know what I'm saying? That's a good look for Drake. I mean, I guess, but everyone who knew Drake, they already gonna know him. You know,
he ain't get no more fans from that.
Yeah, so but I feel like for Travis Kelce, it's a good look, man. I think it's a good look.
No, for his celebrity, like who mad? Remember Tristan Thompson with the Kardashians? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he became Chris Humphries. You never would have heard about Chris Humphries, not for you. So yeah, when you date somebody of a certain profile, and especially if you a baller, like the difference between Chris Humphries and Tristan Thompson, neither one of them are nowhere near as good as Travis Kelce. I mean, he heading to the Hall of Fame, you know what I mean? So I feel like the thing is with her, and we were talking a little bit before in the pre-production meeting, I feel like even her dating even a famous actor, unless there's a movie going on, day to day, week to week, dating an NFL star, especially on a really good team. They just won a Super Bowl last year, favored it again this year. I mean, Mahomes is that guy, you know what I mean? So I think that can give you a little bit more publicity than even dating a famous actor, because you have nationally televised games, for instance, every week. Whereas if I'm dating even a Ben Affleck or something like that, like how is Ben going to get in the media cycle consistently every week unless he got something coming out or he creates a controversy? You know what I mean? So I think even for Taylor Swift, it don't necessarily help her, but it does put her on screens more than maybe normal. You know what I mean? Like because if the thing is panning to her once a week at the games, you know, a lot of times, and you know, NFL is already really, really big. It's the biggest sport in the U.S. So, you know, it does.
I feel like it is adding value to her brand as well. It might not be adding as much. It's not proportionate. It's not proportionate. But I'm sure she gets fans. I'm sure there's multiple people just like me was watching that game or the highlights of the game and was like, yo, who is this? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's got to be a couple people that's like, I don't know who this is. And now they're more aware.
Did you see there was a trend actually that went on? I just thought about it now. There was a trend that women were doing where they were saying like, oh my goodness, isn't it so good? Like people gonna know who Travis Kelce is now, like saying it to their husbands and stuff. Like she's putting them on the map. Isn't that so great?
Yeah, I've seen those. Like,
isn't it so great for him? People are gonna know who he is now, and all the guys was getting heated. Like, oh man, he's a 2-time Super Bowl champ. You know, greatest tight end ever. But here's the thing, though, and I'm a football fan for sure. But those guys got to be real. Like, she definitely put him on the map. But he's still him, but he's being exposed to a whole bunch of people who had no idea. You know what I'm saying?
Especially, NFL players, especially not non-quarterback NFL players. Like, it's just your image, your likeness, like it's not that desirable. You know what I'm saying? Like it just isn't. And so like it's absolutely huge for him. He was already kind of trending after last year's Super Bowl.
For sure.
Now, I mean, like bro, let's be honest. He probably is at this point because of last year's Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I mean the team is winning too for sure. You know, you got to be on a good team and win and less to cut through. You know what I mean? And so typically, like you said, quarterbacks be the ones. But if you're on a mini dynasty, they've been to 2 Super Bowls. They won 2 Super Bowls out of maybe 3 in the last like 4 or 5 years. So you're talking about a really good team consistently. And Patrick Mahomes is probably the biggest star in the NFL currently. So Carla said she watched this podcast before her. True, but there's still a lot of people, especially because I think there was even a stat that came out talking about the women between like 15 and 34, like how much more of them viewed in the game than normally. It was like 200 or 300% that went up too. So like people was tuning in who don't normally. So if you watch football, of course you already know who Travis Kelce is. But if you didn't really watch football, you might know who a Peyton Manning, Tom Brady are, but not necessarily Travis Kelce. You know what I'm saying? He's not necessarily
he's not a household name yet.
Household name. So this is helping him for sure amongst any Taylor Swift fans, and she got a lot. At least now they know, okay, Travis Kelce, and they might have a mental image of his face now. So I think it does help him, man. I think it does help him some. You know what I mean? His IG followers, I was trying to get the stats on that too, because everything kind of up for him, man. They talked about even the podcast more popular, you know what I mean? Like, listen,
I mean, it's eyeballs, man. Like that's literally like it's like advertisement, you know what I'm saying? Like this is supreme advertisement for his brand.
So listen, there's a potentially a messy angle if you want to get into it. We already had an hour, so we can kind of stop it. But there is a messy angle if you want to. I think this is what they were alluding to. I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with the messy angles, man. Let him enjoy 15 minutes of fame. Hold on, Carla. You just said I knew about him before.
Hey, Brico at it. Let him have his 15 minutes.
I'm saying for the women who were not watching football.
Yes.
Now let them enjoy the moment of knowing who he is what I was saying when I said enjoy his 15 minutes of fame. Because it's again, it won't be long for this relationship to be over anyway. Sure. So they won't be thinking about him.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I'm saying? We know who
it's not. It's gonna be way longer than 15 minutes. This gonna be.
You know, when we say 15 minutes, it ain't 15 minutes. It just means it's going to be a short-lived moment.
No. Their relationship could be a short-lived moment, but the lasting impact for him is going to be longer than the 15 minutes.
Who was the guy who played?
You know what? I would say that, guys, but I also was thinking about. Remember, I would say
Reggie Bush.
No, definitely not Reggie Bush.
Reggie wasn't even as good as Travis Kelce. So it's 2 elements.
Why is it can't get this quarterback's name? The quarterback from the Cowboys that dated Jessica Simpson.
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo. Right. It was a big thing for a long time. Who talk about Tony Romo now?
Well,
Only football people.
Yes, but also too, Tony Romo got that
Jessica
huge deal as a result. Like, you know, that big deal he signed broadcasting. He wasn't even that good of a player, but he had that household name, especially amongst NFL fans, that he got a really big broadcasting contract as a result.
Again, only football people even recognize him anymore.
I get you saying, but who really talking about Jessica Simpson like that too, though?
That's true. People, the millennials
so it's kind of tied to. They're both kind of like it's kind of tied to the stardom of the person he actually dated. Like let
me rephrase. I'm saying once he dumped Jessica Simpson and she stopped going to the games and she got all that hate, regular women, you know, stay-at-home moms and wives and whatever, were not talking about him. They weren't looking for him before. They were looking at him like, oh my gosh, yeah.
But here's the thing: they know who he is, and for an advertiser, he come on the screen. You might be okay. That is that guy.
No,
it ain't gonna be like it ain't gonna be like a rando. You be like, oh, that's that guy.
Nope. I wish we could survey right now. Ain't nobody know what Tony Romo do look like.
It's true, but if you told me 5 months after he dated, like
I know now we can't say that, but I'm saying right now I can't pick out Tony Romo from nobody.
Of course, but baby, back in 20, whatever that happened, you could have 6 months after. You still might have.
Right, but I'm saying that I can pick out Jessica Simpson. I can't pick out him.
Yes, but here's what I'm saying. Do Corlott too. This is what I'm saying. This may not help him in perpetuity for all of life, but hopefully he can leverage just into some other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't.
You want to know what's so crazy though?
What's that?
You want to know what's really going crazy? It's going to blow your mind.
What's that?
If you put Taylor Swift in the lineup, I couldn't pick her out.
Exactly.
But if you put Travis Kelce in the lineup, I can pick him out.
Pick him out. Right. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the person.
It's kind of crazy, right? Because.
But people still know. Listen, it's not our demo. She don't make music for us, bro. But the people who she make music for, she's huge. You know what I'm saying? She's
and
huge.
The people that are NFL fans,
now they know her more. If you watch the Chiefs game, if you didn't really know who Taylor Swift is, now you can be a little more familiar. You know what I'm saying? So,
like you said, Chris Humphries, right? Like
he was nobody
else.
Nobody knew who Chris Humphries was.
He's a super bum. But we know because we know basketball. If I seen Chris Humphries again, I know his face mainly because of that. Yeah. Just because of that.
Because of that.
Just because of that.
Thompson, I never knew his face until then.
Exactly. But you know his face now. So my thing is, who knows what can happen for this? I'm not saying they're about to be together forever or nothing like that. But depending on how long this go, he can leverage this into some even more stuff. You know what I mean?
Let him enjoy this year. Let him enjoy it.
There's a lot of people.
6 months.
There's a lot of people that leapfrog or launch pad off of stuff like this, and they go crazy, man.
Yes,
they go crazy. Like I'm trying to think it's who, but nothing's coming to my mind right now. But there's a lot of people who are like they became. Hold up. What are we talking about?
Who?
Kim Kardashian.
Well, hold on.
Nah, sir. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Bruh,
don't do that.
You want to tell me that she did not take Ray J fame and leapfrog past that joint?
Nope. No, I think so a little bit. Yeah, I can see
that.
What? No. And she also dated a lot of famous men too, even before she was more known.
That's what I'm saying. Ray J is great. We
that's one step. That's one of the bottom steps.
That was a huge step. The tape, come on.
It was a huge step. Thank goodness.
Yes.
That she got what she got from it, but I'm telling you, nah.
What? Nah, what? What are you talking about? That so you tell me
that did not. What happened was
you're telling me that Kim Kardashian was more famous than Ray J at that time.
I don't think so.
No,
exactly. But look, she is now,
and she transcended. She went up really like to another stratosphere.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Correct.
One of the
but that to me
is rare.
It's rare, but at the same time, I guess I never credited Ray J for that. That's the difference. I didn't. Sorry.
He got a
I'm a Kim Kardashian.
I might have to disagree with that one.
he had a whole song about it.
The reason we cared about the sex tape is because it was Ray J. He
was
the only other famous person involved. If it was
no one knew anything.
We wouldn't have cared.
But that's what I'm saying. But like, I guess in my mind, if it could have been any other girl, it still wouldn't have blown up. She wouldn't have blown up the way Kim did.
Well, she did other stuff after that. She did a whole bunch of more stuff after. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't credit him to the fame.
No. Right. Yeah, she had her own merit, but that's the same thing we're talking about Travis Kelce. He is a phenomenal football player. So, like, he has his own value. Mm-hmm. It's just now he has more eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like that
helps out, man.
That helps crazy. Like, you add more
advertisement dollars for the podcast, they can now come back. Hey, yo, listen, man, we up. I don't know how much percent.
Right.
Yo, we up, son. So
right.
Up?
If he manages it right, if his manager and his agent manage it right, then they might can get some out of it. But
listen, we got a crazy podcast which we all believe is dope, right? Mm-hmm. If Taylor Swift guest stars in our podcast one time, like we already have a good product. We just don't have the eyes to get it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Travis Kelce has a good product himself. His brand is already solid. Mm-hmm. He's just now got more attention. So he has the potential to actually like, bro, think about, man, bro, there's crazy stuff like John Cena, The Rock, like people who they didn't even really have nothing, but they just become famous. Like, that is possible. You know what I'm saying?
It's possible. It's like I said, they manage it right. It could be possible, but at the same time, like, I guess I'm being like Avery in the hater phase at this point. And I'm not. I just don't think I don't think she makes careers. I think that she, like I said, she dates. People see them. The guy is famous for a little bit, and then the guy's not famous for a little bit.
But okay, if anyone could make a career by just dating, like, if not her, who? You know what I'm saying? If you can only date someone and help out someone in what way?
Right. If his jersey sales, sales did what?
400%, bro.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's in itself. That in itself.
And she did nothing else. He made him another 100,000 or something.
There you go. He got some extra money.
More than 100.
But here's what I'm saying, though, Carla. If anyone could ever, without them maybe taking you and life coaching you up and investing in your business, by just simply dating to raise your profile, Taylor Swift's on a short list of those people. No, is she not? You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about now she is Taylor Swift incorporated on this podcast and she did all this. But if it's just dating, nothing else, she's like one of the top tier people that you would want to raise your profile and status. Like,
who could be higher right now?
It was Beyonce, maybe Rihanna, maybe. Like, it's a very short list.
You're right. But like I said, it's just, I guess it's my personal hateration where I don't think she does.
You saying Taylor Swift hate?
Yeah, definitely Taylor Swift. I actually loved Travis before this. Now Travis ain't on my TikTok.
You like Travis no more.
You're not trying to give Taylor Swift no love.
Oh, do we want to speak about it, Avery? Do we want to speak about
it? Should we snip it into a boat? I guess we could. I got some takes too. I guess what you think, Leland? You want to? It probably take us another 15.
Come on, come on, bro. First of all, we didn't have one last week. We might as well get the people. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Carletta. So tell us why you mad, man. As they say, no.
Well, let me just say, as a football watcher, I watched, the games. I was going for him. I was like, oh my gosh, it's such a great story. Him and his brother. I started watching the podcast. I started doing all those things. The thing was that I just really noticed, like, as soon as I watch all the details. When it comes to, like, after the game, after the Super Bowl. So after the Super Bowl, he went and hugged this girl. And I was like, oh, is this the black girl right here we see? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. He giving her little hugs and kisses. And I was like, oh, he down. We cool. Like, it made me even more like him.
Yeah.
I was all down for it. But then it was like, things switched up. People change with all kind of success. And then now we're Taylor Swift in it. Okay.
Here's one thing. Here's one thing. Hold on. This is the thing. Lena, you may can't tell from this. You're not a football fan. This is a white brother here, man. You know what I'm saying? So for him to go back to a Caucasian woman, it ain't like, oh, you switch it up. It ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what his mama looked like.
So because his mama looks like that, it's fine, but it's like, oh, okay.
Look at Mahomes, son. Dang.
Don't even give me a shot about Mahomes, boy. I love Mahomes, but I can't love Mahomes at the same daggone time.
When Angel did that, Angel and Kev with that fried chicken joint.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was so hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. So go ahead, Carlos. So he was with a black woman for a beautiful black woman for sure.
Right. Beautiful black woman, switch it up. And of course, my girl is getting all this backlash and hate afterwards and is being compared. And it's like, it's things like that people don't think about. Yeah. And it's careless. It's like, I know you don't.
Can you, because listen, I'm not aware.
I got you.
Like, can you please tell me what backlash and hate is she getting?
This is my understanding of it, though. This is why I think, because the woman is really, his ex is like really a pretty woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
very, very beautiful.
Stunning. So what I was seeing first is people saying, oh, Travis downgraded. And for me, I was always like, I mean, listen, she may not physically, in my opinion, look as good. And maybe in a lot of people's, but I can't say I'm dating Taylor Swift now as a downgrade. So I was seeing those things like, oh, Travis, like you said, he switched it up or he downgrade. He ain't as good as her. And then that's when I started seeing other stuff first. Because I don't think most people knew necessarily Travis' dating history before that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Well, that's Taylor Swift. That's Taylor Swift's dating history right there.
Sure.
I don't know none of these guys. It's Joe Jonas.
What? What you saying? What would you saying, Leland? That she didn't up their status?
You know who Harry Styles is?
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Calvin Harris was the DJ you were talking about.
Yeah, Calvin Harris. Yeah.
Okay. Joe Jonas.
But hold on. This is almost a side point because we're saying that no one necessarily. I think the black community we knew. Oh, Travis Kelce with a black woman.
Mike in the chat.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Now that that isn't the case,
Mike, I'm with you, bro. But I heard the backlash of people saying he downgraded. That's what I was hearing people say. Like,
no. A lot of people were saying that, oh, now he upgraded. And how, yes, that's the backlash. See, now ain't that sad?
It's not a color thing. It's literally.
I can't. That's what I said. Like, what? Okay.
So what's the upgrade?
I just need to understand. I need to understand this. Yeah. What is your beef, my sister?
Go ahead, Carletta.
What is your beef? Like, what is someone actually saying? Hey, listen, he upgraded to Taylor Swift.
Yes, that was my initial.
That single line was your beef.
No, not even just that. It was just making it seem as though, like, oh, now he got some class. Now he has.
Who said that? Who said that?
Look it up, guys. Look it up. The whole reason why she made the comment. We saw it on TikTok. We saw it on Instagram. She was talking about the backlash she was getting about how, now being less class and less intelligent, less everything. That was a letter from the backlash she was getting from this whole Taylor Swift Travis thing.
Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying, and I'm not refuting it at all because I know there's people out there that's trash like that will go to that in the comments. Sure. But I'm just trying to figure out why did Taylor Swift say that, or like you know what I'm saying? Like he's upgraded now, like you know what I'm saying? Like what?
Nothing either about her. No.
That's what I'm saying. Like you mad because the people in the comments are hateful and racist?
Partially, yes, it is.
Wasn't Travis' ex before her? She started coming out making comments before this one here on the screen. Before Kayla, there was an ex before that who started coming.
Yeah.
But so my thing, what was happening?
So remember, I don't know if you remember, he was on a dating show like The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the first person was from that show. So no offense to her as a non-factor, like. She
was a downgrade.
No, she was not a downgrade, but she was a dating show. Those relationships don't tend to always really work. So it was like prompted. We're stuck in a certain situation, right. So this is now love.
You have a very small people, like people to choose from. Like you just gonna choose the best of what you got.
Exactly. Where this person, he actually had a relationship, established relationship, dated this person.
Yeah.
So that's all. For me, yes, it's partially by the comments. Like I said, it's about the upgrade. It's about the like, come on now, y'all make it seem like this girl done walked on water. No, she okay, she regular, and she getting ready to drop him in a few 6 months. Like, just enjoy it.
She's regular. Here's what it is here. So this is my recollection is correct. So the woman before he was also a woman of color, Maya Benberry. Had liked a post calling Taylor Swift a 5. And so what I was seeing was black people saying, oh, he with her now, but she ain't as good as this. And then like he with Taylor now, but she ain't as pretty as the other girl, which I don't think she's as pretty. But to me, I still can't say a downgrade just because of everything else, man.
Right, but you're again just going off the fact that she is famous, more famous. That's it. That's it.
And way more money too, though. It's not just the fame. She was fame with no money. She got bread. Her money long, son. That's
how did that? How does that make? Okay.
What you mean? How does that be? Yo, come on, Carletta. It don't make no difference whether I date a woman worth 500,000.
All right. That's what I'm saying. All right. Listen. All right. Let's clean this up, right? Because I'm with you, Carletta. Like, listen, I'm not for the people that's going to be talking about, hey, you a downgrade, you don't got no class.
No, or the class. I didn't see that either. There was.
I got you. I got you on that. But what exactly would you consider an upgrade or a downgrade if we're not talking about money or fame or looks? Like, we don't even know these people personally. So what are we? No. What are you? Like, what's your take on that? Like, what would be an upgrade?
Yeah.
Like,
I guess
if they said that if it was Rihanna,
I guess as a woman,
you were like, well, yep.
No, I guess as a woman, this is where it comes into play. I don't think anybody should be using grades at this point, because anybody you would have said that to is just disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
It's completely disrespectful at the end of the day. So I ain't trying to like hate on the fact that he switched it up or whatever, but it's just like don't downplay my sister right now when she's been through all the ups and downs, the trainings, the championships, and now that she's now put to the side, oh, he upgraded now. Look at him. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, it's not, to me, it's not even necessarily the upgrade. It's more so, forget the other person. It's like I said, to me, it's just a good look. I don't know who it's good. It's a really good look.
What I'm saying is similar to the Will Smith Jada thing. It's like, we don't really know the inner workings about this. Sure. We don't know how shallow or deep his relationship prior or before was, right?
Right.
So we're just looking at this from what we have face value, right? Yep. And he is a brand. From that perspective, his brand gets more value. Like it's like no different than people who have arranged marriages, right? Like they do it for a purpose. It's sure. for to elevate the family, the household, the estate, whatever you want to call it. Like that, people, that is a thing that exists. And without us knowing much about his ex or Taylor Swift, like we can't really say. I cannot really speak to it. I am also on the same page. Like I don't believe in grades. I don't feel like people's value as an individual is solely in either like whether they look like whatever or have whatever or are as famous. I don't think that necessarily, categorize their value, but in terms of like a business and a brand, marketing, it's hard to kind of.
Yeah, because you could go from someone, like I said, I think a lot of black women, even myself, I knew his ex before. We knew it, but did the national media know this is what his girlfriend looks like versus now it's like, oh, he's dating Taylor Swift. Yeah, we know. Okay.
But does that matter though?
To some people, yeah, Carletta, yeah. It can matter, man.
Okay.
It can matter, man. Is that the other girl there?
Yeah, that's the other ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, in the black. That's the Maya Benberry.
Yeah. Listen, they said, Mike said in the chat here, she the white Beyonce according to them. I mean, you can make some parallels, man. It's to me, it's a good look. That's what I'm saying. And the same way, even he mentioned Russ as well. I think when Russ started going to Sierra, when you went from we don't know who your spouse is to, oh man, we know Sierra, that's a good look. And Russ's ex was a white woman. You know what I mean? And he went to Sierra. So I also thought that was a good look. It's just because more we know you. You know what I'm saying? And I would imagine when you have two like people coming together, they may be more understanding of the lifestyle. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know what it's like to be famous. You know what I'm saying? I know the pressures that maybe come with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even with you for your money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about, if I'm dating Taylor Swift, I ain't got to worry about her being with me for my money. You know what I'm saying?
You with her for her money.
No, I'm trying to hit a little lick.
Right.
I'm trying to hit a little lick. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Well, Ashley, did you have something to add?
Go ahead, Ashley.
What's your take? What's your take on this, love?
What's your take?
I mean, I think y'all pretty much covered it. I just really feel like the NFL is dragging it. Like, I watched a few games when I was visiting my parents, and it's just like the camera cuts to them, through the whole coverage of the game was just too much. So I don't know. I'm just annoyed by that piece of it. But do what you do. I really don't care about them dating. Like Carletta said, I don't believe this relationship will be that
Probably
long.
not.
Yeah. So.
Right, yeah, that's just it. Celebrity relationships are. I mean, I think that's what I'm saying. Like for me, is a little bit like desensitized. You know what I'm saying? Like the value and the stock that I put in people's actual healthy relationships as celebrities
True.
are very little. So
Sure.
so what people say and how people talk about them, I feel like they don't even. I don't really feel like they're even that deep in their relationship. Like I don't really feel like Travis and Taylor are like really on some deep emotional stuff. Like I just don't believe that to begin with. So yeah, I'm just like, okay, yeah, y'all moving around for fame, clout, money, and then maybe eventually they settle down. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's just say it's not a life that I know. So
I got you. Well, listen,
Mike said, not sure if y'all remember Russell Wilson meme from draft night. He definitely upgraded.
Well, he's talking about, that's what I'm saying. He's talking about Russ, his old spouse versus Sierra. Like it was just some woman, we didn't know who she was, but now you go to somebody who we know, it's like, oh, that's a good look, son. That's a good look. That's a good look. So
I'm just saying you could also be with whoever, whatever, and grow it. It doesn't mean it has to be a complete and utter upgrade. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
Okay, if there ever was an upgrade, if there ever hypothetically,
that's what I'm saying.
Like this Avery completely he's completely missing the point. It was an upgrade. Right. The word upgrade is what she's saying. The word upgrade in itself,
it's just disrespectful.
Like, bro, would you want to be an upgrade or a downgrade?
Right.
I would want to be an upgrade for sure. I definitely would want to be an upgrade. Yeah.
But that means you wouldn't want to be a downgrade.
Listen, if something happened and she come out here with with Usher or something, bro, it's okay to say she upgraded for me, guys. Listen,
no, it ain't gonna be okay, bro. It ain't gonna be okay.
Look at her. She's doing great. She upgraded.
No, I'm not saying that. But
you're not gonna heal your emotional wounds. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, but I'm not gonna look at it like, I think I actually, man, Michael B. Jordan. I think I bring some things to the table that I do, but still, I'm not gonna be like oblivious. Like, okay, she upgraded, man. You know what I'm saying?
Is that if Vera was going in the public was like all on her post. Mm-hmm. Oh man, look at her! Look at her. She's doing great. She's shining. She upgraded. We all
don't want to see that. No, you don't want to see that. So, but that's when you got to unfollow and stuff. So hopefully,
but I'm saying, that's what happened. That's what happened. It was posted all over the place, like, and talked about very regularly.
No, it was. I feel on that. Like that's wild. I mean, but people are trash, man. The internet is trash. So like, I
going on her person. This is more. I would never go on her page like, yo, he doing better without you, sis. Like that's crazy. But I would discuss it on the podcast as we doing. Like, what you think? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like and this is what has been an argument a lot is like looks versus other stuff essentially, because I know at least in the black circles I've seen it in, people say, oh, the girl looks better than Taylor Swift, but then you got all the extra stuff with Taylor Swift, and so then which one do you value more? Because like listen, we don't know their personality, we don't know who's treating who better, so all we can go off of is okay, one maybe looks a little better, other one's a mega star and super rich, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And also I don't think Taylor Swift's bad looking either. I don't think she's bad looking, like, oh my, so might do a would you rather with that, man.
It's just giving very average.
Thank you.
See, look, we can start.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, like right now, y'all. It sounds crazy, but if you put Taylor Swift in a lineup probably before this, and probably before I'm just staring at her on my screen for about 5-10 minutes, I probably would not be like.
I actually believe that.
You could have probably tricked me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Taylor Swift. I'm like, all right.
You be like, oh, that's one of the girls I went to high school with.
All right, I think so.
But like I said, we're not really like in her fan or demo either. You know what I mean? It's like even for Bad Bunny, I might could put pictures up. You may not know what Bad Bunny looks like. He's a huge star as well. You know what I mean? So I don't want to just say like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, it also is a entertainment person. Like me and Ashley could identify these people more probably than Leland could identify.
Fair. So you know what Bad Bunny look like too, Carlotta?
Yes, I do. I listen to Bad Bunny. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. So if you listen to their music, you'll probably know what they look like. But we don't listen to Taylor Swift, and you probably don't listen to Bad Bunny either, Leland. So yeah. I figured that. But that's it, man. That's it. Good episode, man.
Yeah, man.
Good episode, man.
We all right, guys. So look, it was a long episode, but we had a lot of stuff to get to. We appreciate you guys for sticking around. We got a lot of stuff we didn't get to, more namely like NBA stuff. So next week we'll have a special episode where we kind of talk about our predictions, preseasons, trade, everything that's kind of happened up in the last couple bit going into the new season. So if you're a basketball head, of course, we'll have our other takes and media, social media stuff. But we appreciate you guys for rocking with us.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Mike.
Appreciate it, Mike. Everybody in the comments, like, subscribe, share. We'll be back next week. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.